everybody. Brad Nessler here, and with me as always, Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. And the field is damp with all the rain we've had and more in the forecast for tonight's game between the North Carolina State Wolfpack and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. As the college football season continues, these two teams are vying for position in the ACC standings. And here come the Yellow Jackets. The Wolfpack are going to have a rough time on the field in this game. I want to hear what Kirk Herbstreit thinks.
Georgia Tech has a big-time quarterback who can really put up some big numbers against this defense. I look for him to have an outstanding game spreading the ball to his receivers. Lee, look for a big blowout here.
Nice pick, Kirk. I'm going with the Yellow Jackets.
North Carolina State will be kicking off, and you can just feel the energy in the air for this opening kickoff. Johnson fields it in the end zone. We've got an exciting game on our hands today, and a crucial part of this game is going to be the matchup between the left end and the right tackle. This left defensive end is a monster out there, and blocking him is not easy.
You got that right. This defensive end is a quarterback's worst nightmare.
Look out! He's going to be causing chaos in the backfield all game long.
As you can see, they have really had some difficulty getting the ball down the field.
You got that right, Brad. These guys had better step it up and execute when they have the ball, or else it's going to be a long day.
On the inside handoff, and they got him for a loss. A defensive end came through to put him away.
Nice job of utilizing his athletic ability to get in there and then make a sure tackle.
It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on the 41. Georgia Tech sets up in the eye. Ball back to throw. He's looking for the interception. And he's tackled.
That's just great defense all around right here. The corner plays a very disciplined zone and steps right in front of the throw.
And let's give some credit to those big kids up front who were hustling after that quarterback. They were in his face on that play.
And as a quarterback, you just have to make a better decision than throwing it out there and turning it over.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. They come out with three wide receivers with the throw. Batted ball. Incomplete. So it's second and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. North Carolina State goes with the ace set here. Nice play fake. Across the middle. Incomplete pass. Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
If he didn't hold on to the ball so long, Kirk, he wouldn't have got drilled like that.
It's third down and 10. Ball on the 34. North Carolina State comes to the line with three wide. Over the middle. Has it to the senior. The 10. Touchdown, NC State. The wide receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
Well, he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
And he hits the PAT. This drive summary is brought to you by Pontiac. like they're ready for the kick.
Number 8 back to return.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 8 fields it in the end zone. Shake and bake move.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
As you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
Georgia Tech goes with the ace set here. There's the play fake. He's going right. Fumbles the ball. Defense says they've got it, and they do.
Who fumbled the ball, Kirk? I didn't catch his number.
That was the tight end. He was carrying the ball. The next thing you know, it was out.
North Carolina State hasn't been able to get in the end zone very often this year.
Hey, forget about the end zone. They can't even get in the red zone.
Davis gives it up the middle, and he's stopped behind the line. Nothing going on that one.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10, ball on the 26-yard line. North Carolina State lines up in a double tight set. Short toss, and he dropped it. Nice pass, just wasn't caught.
And when you're a tight end, you usually don't get too many passes thrown your way, so you got to catch the easy ones.
It's third down and 10, ball on the 26. Watch the linebacker. He's the star of the defense, and he's in the zone right now. Looking, rolls to the right, wants to throw outside, picks it off. And the quarterback just can't believe it. He really wishes he could have that one back.
Every quarterback has passes that he wishes he could have back. However, hey, a pick is a pick, and no one is going to care how bad he wants that one back.
And they've got their work cut out for him on this drive.
At the 4-yard line. First and 10.
And they cannot afford to turn the ball over here. He's gobbled up in the backfield. They gave the fullback a shot at picking up yardage, but he couldn't get anything.
That was a beautiful thing to see that defense crash in and bust up the play.
So it's second and 10. They've got their backs against the wall. I doubt they'd put the ball in the air in this situation. Here's the option. Pitches back. Big opening. Williams brings him down. Good running there.
In that situation, you're happy if you can get a few yards, but here he busts a nice one for a good pickup.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 15. Ball with 3 wide receivers. Ball with the play fake. He passes it. He's got it on the run.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 38. Georgia Tech goes with the ace set here. Daniel gets another carry. Missed tackle. Brought down. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 35. Georgia Tech lines up in a shotgun set. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Going deep. Lays it out there. A little too high for his receiver.
You throw the football into the end zone, you've got to be extremely accurate. You don't have any room for errors.
It's third down and 7 to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. The Yellow Jackets set up in the gun. Ball back to pass. Looks. Wants to throw outside. The ball is tipped. Great defensive play by the cornerback. They line up to punt this one away. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket. Heath signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. The Wolfpack line up with 3 wide. They'll throw on first down. Got hit as he threw. Houston with a takedown.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 37. The Wolfpack come out in the ace formation. Davis drops back on first down. Short toss.
The halfback decided to let that one bounce off his hands. That wasn't his best effort.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 37. Look out now. This defensive end is in the zone. Back to pass. Throws. And it's caught. Broke away from one. He jukes. And he's taken down.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 43. The Wolfpack line up with 3 receivers bunched. Tackle. They gained 5 yards there.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second and 5 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. One-man backfield. Davis drops back to pass. Throws. And he dropped it.
Incomplete pass. Ball. The intended receiver on the play.
It's third down and 5 to go. And this is the 6th play of the drive. They come out with 4 wide out. Davis fakes a handoff. Rolls to the left. Lets it go.
What an impressive call.
I could hear the defense yelling, run all the way up here. Boy, did they fall for that one or what?
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. North Carolina State lines up for the kickoff.
Number 8 back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Let's get the call.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. The ball is spotted at the 35-yard line.
The kick out of bounds will set them up with good field position. They'll set up shop at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Georgia Tech goes with the ace set here. They'll bring him down. 5 yards.
On the run. 5-yard gain on the play.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on their own 40. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Ball drops back. Across the middle. It's deflected. That time the quarterback put some touch on it, and the defender tipped it away.
It was a dangerous pass. He's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
He's trying too hard to place the ball. Just let it rip next time.
The Yellow Jackets come out showing 3 wide. Ball back to throw. He's going left. Brought down. So on 3rd down, they pick up the first and a lot more.
When that kid caught the ball, he wasn't thinking about first down. He was thinking touchdown.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. They line up in an I. Drops back to pass. And here's a quick throw. He sailed that one high.
That's not a bad incompletion because he saw the blitz coming and just got rid of the ball to avoid losing yardage.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Ball set to go to the air. He's looking. And he's going to come up with a sack. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now and coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass at halftime. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play. He drops back, throws it to the outside. Has it to the senior. He's knocked out of bounds.
That's how you convert 3rd down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. And this impact receiver is looking to make a play. He's in the zone. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's stopped behind the line.
Great play by the big linebacker. I'll tell you what, Coach, it looked like he snuffed that one out from the beginning.
You're right, Kirk. There wasn't much the ball carrier could do in that situation.
Georgia Tech hasn't been very successful this season with their red zone attempts.
No, not at all. When they get inside the 20, they always seem to throw a pick, fumble the ball, or commit a penalty. Everything but put points up on the board.
Jones brings him down. The Yellow Jackets line up in a goal line formation. Again, McCargo with a takedown. They won't get the first because of a great defensive effort.
This defense just really stepped up.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with their jumbo package. There's the play fake. Wants to throw outside. He brings it down. Touchdown. Nicely designed play to the wide receiver, and it got him 6.
You said it, Brad, and a good time to call it. I tip my hat to the offensive coordinator.
And he hits the PAT. Let's take a glance now at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Clark back to return.
Kicks it off. Clark takes it from the 6.
What to look for in this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
They'll get the ball here at the 21-yard line. Davis comes to the line with 3 wide. He's going right. The senior makes the catch. Wilkinson brings him down.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Davis has 4 receivers lined up here. Davis with a takedown. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. North Carolina State lines up with 3 receivers. They'll throw on first down. Throws this one out to the right. And this one's going to get intercepted. And the defense comes up with another one.
Hey, good job by that defense to get the ball back.
They'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ball lines up in the shotgun. Ball steps back to pass. Comes across the middle, and he's taken down.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. Watch out for the man at wideout. He's feeling it right now. Ball drops back to pass. Steps up. Wants to throw outside. Breaks one. A gain of 6.
Makes the reception. Gain of 6 on the play.
Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 48. Ball comes to the line with 3 wide. Nice play fake. Throws this one out to the right. Knocked out of bounds. That little play action good for about 4 yards. It's 3rd and inches. Ball on the 48-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Play action. Davis comes away with a sack. The cornerback came out of nowhere.
Where's the hot read? You gotta have a hot read when the corner is coming on a blitz.
Coach, I don't even think the quarterback knew he was blitzing.
The drive stalls, and they'll have to punt it away. It's a high kick, and it holds up there. Ball takes it at the 16, and now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 15. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Once and all. And it's going the other way. Not sure what the quarterback was looking at on that one.
Yeah, it cost him. He just threw his 3rd pick of the game.
Fellas, you got to give credit to this defense. They're taking advantage of each and every mistake this quarterback is making.
They'll They'll go to work at the 46. The Yellow Jackets come out in the ace formation. Here's a little draw play. Juke move. Hoyt brings him down. 7 yards there.
On the run, 7-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 3 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Georgia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Ball, running the option. He's into the open field. And he's tackled. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there, and I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
Georgia Tech comes out with 2 tight ends. Ball off the fake. He rolls left. Throws this one out to the left. He had to get rid of that one in a hurry.
The defensive coordinator cooked up a good blitz package that time, and although it didn't result in a sack, it forced a bad throw.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 32.
32-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Ball back to pass. Looking. Throws it to the outside. Here's an opening. He goes down.
Oh, boy. I bet he knew as soon as he released that football that he shouldn't have made the throw. That's the thing. When you're under that kind of pressure, it takes away that one split second you need to scan the area so you know when it's a safe throw.
And that's why a pass rush is so crucial to a defense. It allows you to intercept those passes from the quarterback.
They'll get the ball here at the 41.
41-yard line.
North Carolina State goes with the ace set here. They're going to pitch it. Can't wrap him up. They'll drop him for a loss. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed it.
Second down and 12. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Wolfpack come out in a shotgun. Davis drops to throw. Steps up in the pocket. And it's the senior. They'll get 2 on that one.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
North Carolina State lines up in a bunch formation. He drops back. He steps up, throws this one out to the left. Got it to the senior. And he's all the way down to the 11-yard line. And they convert the third down with a long pass play.
You're right, Brad, and that was a long pass play. As a coach, you got to appreciate it when your players come out and perform like these kids are doing right now.
On the 11 going in. North Carolina State comes out with 3 receivers bunch. Davis on play action. Goes to the end zone. That close to being intercepted. What a huge drop that was.
That's an interception you've got to make, young man. No excuses.
11 yards out. The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. Davis drops back. Throws this one out to the left. Touchdown, NC State. Great connection between the quarterback and receiver to put up 6 points.
These two have an unspoken communication that comes from hours of practice.
And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Lined up for the kickoff. Johnson back deep to return.
He hits a booming kick. Johnson fields it in the end zone.
Great job by the defense last time forcing the pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few runs here by the offense to start things off.
They'll take over at the 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Georgia Tech sets up in the I. Nice play fake. He lets it go. Complete. He spins. And down he goes. Almost 6 yards on the play action.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Second and 4. Ball on the 26.
6-yard line.
Back to pass. Steps up. He'll dump this one off. And it's caught. Hudson with a takedown.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 39. Georgia Tech comes out with an I formation. Looks, wants to throw outside. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
Second and 10. Ball on the 39.
39-yard line.
And this defensive end is looking to get into that backfield. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. And they make the stop. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
2 on the play.
It's third down and 8 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Ball lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
Fourth and 12. Ball on the 37-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. He gets it off.
Back to return.
Takes it at the 23. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
They'll set up shop at the 24.
First and 10.
North Carolina State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Davis on first down. Wants to throw outside. Complete. What a catch. And with that last throw, he's now gone over 200 yards in the half. First and 10. Ball on the 47.
47-yard line.
Ace backfield. He's hit and got away. Henderson brings him down. North Carolina State takes a timeout. Second and 8 coming up here. Ball right around midfield. Davis has 4 receivers lined up here. Davis drops back to pass. He'll dump this one off. Complete. Scott with a takedown. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
We got third and 3 here. Ball on the 46-yard line. The Wolfpack come to the line with their jumbo package. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside to the 20. And he's tackled. North Carolina State calls a timeout. Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Davis lines up in the shotgun. He's looking for his man. Big opening. They tried a little play fake that time and got maybe a yard. Going with the shotgun here. Across the middle. It's deflected. The safety got in there at the last minute.
Well, that's a great job of preventing the score here. He got in great position and made a big-time play on the ball.
And the impact receivers in the zone right now. He's going left. It falls incomplete. He led his wide receiver too far to the outside.
Yeah, he just had to pull the string a little bit more there.
Number 12 in to attempt the short field goal. It's up, and it splits the uprights. This drive summary is brought to you by Pontiac. Number 12 is lined up to kick this one off.
Johnson back to return.
He boots it deep downfield. Number 8 fields it in the end zone. Sheds a tackler. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll go to work at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
Nickel defense. Ball on first down. He unloads it, and it's caught. Scott brings him down. They pick up at the most 4 yards on the screen play.
On the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 16. And the man at wideout is in a zone right now. He drops back. He's on the run. And now he's going to run. He's hit and got away. He's all the way down to the 41. Georgia Tech takes a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. From the gun. Ball drops back on first down. Fumble, loose ball. He might have a chance. The 10. Touchdown. And that was about the worst thing you could ask for.
Oh, that hurts. The worst thing that can happen. And now you've got to regroup and try to get back on the field for another set of downs.
And he hits the PAT. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, North Carolina State 31, Georgia Tech 7. North Carolina State to kick. Kicks it deep. Johnson fields it in the end zone. So the offense comes out after their last drive, had the ball end up in the defense's hands by way of a fumble. They'll get the ball here at the 20.
First and 10.
Watch out for this impact defensive end. They'll give it off here. And he's tackled. And they continue to pound it out on the ground.
Tick, tick, tick. Continue to milk that clock.
Some second half adjustments definitely needed in this one. Our score, North Carolina State 31, Georgia Tech 7. Georgia Tech lines up for the kickoff, and they'll be returning this one. Hall takes it from the 6, makes a move. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State goes with the ace set here. Back to pass. He steps up across the middle, and that one's fallen incomplete. No catch that time, and he is blasted.
These wideouts should try to bulk up more because, man, they could get hurt.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 27. If anyone can force a turnover right now, then it's the man at linebacker. And they got him for a loss. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
It's third down at 15 to go. Ball on the 22. The Wolfpack come out in the ace formation. Davis back to throw. Steps up. And they bring him down for a sack on the play. So one of the veterans on this defense gets in there for the sack.
They've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Yeah, he can't afford to take too many more hits like that.
They line up to punt this one away. Punts the ball away. Johnson fields it at the 41. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Excellent field position to start the drive. Ball is back in the gun. They'll throw on first down. And here's a quick throw. Complete. Tries to juke. Shakes off a tackle.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Ball options out to the left. Ladders back. Hudson with a monster hit.
This kid's a real physical corner. He has no reservations about coming up in run support and putting a lick on a ball carrier. I love that.
2nd and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 17-yard line. Georgia Tech comes out with an I formation. Ball, running the option. He jukes him. Heat with a takedown. So he holds on to it and gets a good 5 yards. About 12 yards out. The Yellow Jackets come out in the shotgun. Ball, options out. Hudson brings him down. He holds on to it and gets maybe 2 yards. This should be an easy field goal. The kick is up, and he got it. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Is lined up with a kickoff. Clark back deep.
He kicks it. Hall fields at the goal line. Bounces off the would-be tackler.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
They had the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
They'll take over at the 21.
On the 21-yard line.
North Carolina State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. On the ground with the tailback. And he puts it on the turf. Newby recovers a loose ball. Wheeler lays it on him. Talk about a close call. The running back put the ball on the ground, but the offense keeps possession.
Yo, Kirk, is it somebody's birthday on defense?
I don't know. Where are you going with this one, Coach?
Well, it's got to be somebody's birthday because this running back is handing out presents out there. Either that or he's doing his best to get benched.
Now I got you, Coach. Fumble, birthday present. I got you.
Davis with 3 wide receivers. Tackled. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 7. Ball on their own 45.
5-yard line.
Don't be surprised to see this defensive end wreak havoc back there. Davis steps back to pass. He gets rid of it. It's deflected. There's an athletic play by the linebacker.
Listen up, my friend. Nowadays, linebackers need to be able to do more than just stop the run. They got to be able to fly all around the field and play the pass, too.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 45. Nickel defense. Davis drops to throw. Look out! Found his man. Houston brings him down. That last catch puts him over the century mark in yards.
I'd say that's a pretty good day's work, wouldn't you guys?
Absolutely, Coach.
1st and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Across the middle. Got him again. Houston with a takedown. And the trickery pays off with a nice gain and a 1st down. The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. And this impact linebacker is fired up down there. Steps up in the pocket. He tosses it short, and it falls incomplete.
Hicks, the intended receiver on the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 16, and they have 3 bunched. There's a missed tackle. Brought down. That run didn't go far. They'll spot the ball a yard from the line of scrimmage. The offense faces another third down as they line it up. North Carolina State in a 4-wide set. Davis set to go to the air. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. So one of the veterans on this defense gets in there for the sack.
They've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Yeah, he can't afford to take too many more hits like that.
Number 12 lines up for the field goal. He gets it up, and it's wide right. No good.
Is no good.
They'll go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Let's see if they look the wideout's way. He is in the zone. And he's going to come up with a sack. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and he's brought down for the sack.
They've got to do a better job up front with their pass protection.
If they don't start picking up everybody, then this quarterback is going to be pretty sore in the morning. That's for sure.
Second and long. Ball on their own 14.
14-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Ball, back to pass. Comes across the middle. Almost intercepted. He just couldn't find the handle.
That poor kid looked like he was trying to catch a greased pig.
Easy, Scooter. At least he kept the receiver from making the play.
Here's a third and long situation. Ball on the 14. The Yellow Jackets set up in the gun. Ball drops back to pass. He's looking. Lets it fly. What a kick! And they come up with another turnover.
Yeah, the defense is playing very opportunistic out there today. That was their 3rd interception of the game.
They'll get the ball here at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Davis comes to the line with 3 wide. Davis still has it. Throws. Brings it in. Touchdown.
Look at that. For a second there, I could have swore that back had the football. Beautiful play.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the offensive coordinator, the head coach, or just the quarterback checking off, but my hat goes off to whoever called that one.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the third quarter, our score, North Carolina State 38, Georgia Tech 10. North Carolina State ready to kick this one off. Number 8, and Johnson set to return. Kicks it off. Number 8 fields it in the end zone. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line.
10.
Georgia Tech comes out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. A little juke. McCargo comes away with a sack.
How about the athletic move by that kid? Unbelievable for his size.
Boy, is he an amazing athlete. You know what happened there? The offensive line was so focused on picking up the blitz, they forgot about blocking the defensive lineman.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 19.
19-yard line.
Georgia Tech comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Here's the option. He laterals the ball. Hudson brings him down. The option to the tailback, good for about 4 yards.
4 on the play.
It's third down and 7 to go. Ball on the 23. Nickel defense. They go with the run. Williams with a takedown. They couldn't even get that drive started.
Take the keys out of the ignition, sweetheart, because this defense didn't let him even get out of the drive break.
Georgia Tech lining up the punt.
Hall back deep to return.
He gets it off. Hall takes it to 33, and he's hit hard. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll take over at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line. First and 10.
North Carolina State comes out in the shotgun. He steps up, looking, throws it to the outside. That close to being intercepted.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
The Wolfpack come out showing 3 wide. Wafts this one out to the left, and it's caught. They'll drop him for a loss. Loss of a yard.
1-yard loss on the play.
It's third down and 11 to go. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
Heading to the fourth quarter, this one is well in hand. With the score, North Carolina State 38, Georgia Tech 10. Third and 11. Ball on the 37-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. He drops back. Steps up. Looks. Deep pass down the left side. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
The Wolfpack line up to punt.
Back to punt.
He gets it away.
Back deep to return.
Johnson takes it at the 23. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll go to work at the 26-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Ball hands off on the delay. He breaks free. The 50, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Scott brings him down, and he busted that one wide open.
On defense, you can't afford to give up big runs like that.
No. You got to make them work for it. That first down was too easy.
Pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The Yellow Jackets come out in the ace formation. It's deflected.
Everyone had a shot at catching that pass.
Especially the guys on defense. There was no one open, and he threw it in there anyway.
Georgia Tech goes with the ace set here. Steps up in the pocket. He's looking, and they get the sack. Down goes the quarterback. Now they've got 7 sacks.
Man, are they fast. Once the quarterback hikes the ball, they're already in there.
About 12 yards out.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Ball drops to throw. Looking. Go into the end zone. He came down with it. Touchdown. Outstanding play to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
It's almost as if the receiver told the defensive back, "You think you can cover me? I'll see you in the end zone." Yo.
And he hits the PAT. So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap what just happened. They need to get the ball back. Looks like they'll line up for the onside kick. Here goes nothing. That'll be enough to put this one away.
Yeah, but give them credit. They played hard today. They just didn't catch the lucky breaks they needed.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here.
48-yard line. First and 10.
And if anyone can make a play on defense, it's the defensive end down there.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
Ball on the 48-yard
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball right around midfield. 6 DBs in the lineup. Back to pass. And down he goes. We just saw what makes this young man an All-American.
Well, get used to it. This guy's going to make himself a name playing on Sunday.
The Wolfpack come out in a bunch formation. He wants it all, going long. Got it. And he's tackled. That's how you get a first down, Coach.
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent play call.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. And the impact linebacker has turned it up a notch. Got an opening. Sheds that one. Touchdown, NC State. Boy, this kid knows how to run with a football, doesn't he?
I think everybody knew it. In fact, the defensive coordinator told me last night he didn't want this guy to do.
Well, it's going to take more than X's and O's, Kirk, to stop this guy. They got to tackle him.
And he tacks on the extra point. Time to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And remember, the good folks at Pontiac have been bringing you fuel for the soul since 1926. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Lined up for the kickoff. Johnson back to return.
Here's the kick. Number 8 fields it at the 2. That last drive resulted in a touchdown. They did a great job moving the ball on the ground. Let's see what they can do here. They'll set up shop at the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
One-man backfield. Ball gives it up the middle. And he stopped behind the line. They didn't let him get anything going on that play.
No, they didn't. Heck, they didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 12. Ball on their own 22. Georgia Tech comes out in the shotgun. Here's the option. Missed tackle. Brought down. So they pick up 3 on the option keeper.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's third down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 25. The Yellow Jackets come out in a shotgun. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws it to the outside. Almost picked off. So they go 3 and out after that incompletion. The Yellow Jackets are lining up to punt it away. He punts it.
Back to return.
Hicks fields it at the 40. At the 40. Inside the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, NC State. And in the blink of an eye, he was gone.
Brad, this kid is special. He just proved once again that he can make the big-time plays.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is North Carolina State 52, Georgia Tech 17. North Carolina State to kick. Johnson and number 8 back to return. Kicks it deep. Number 8 fields it in the end zone. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
They'll start this drive at the 18-yard line. Ball with 3 wide receivers. He's going to try to throw. Lost the ball. Fumble. Now the defense has it. The safety. Touchdown, NC State. And that is not what they had in mind.
It was simply a bad play. Turnovers are bad on their own, but when you add the fact that it results in points for the opposition, that will kill you every time.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, North Carolina State 59, Georgia Tech 17. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Is lined up with a kickoff. Johnson back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Johnson fields it in the end zone. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll take over at the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
Gets the ball. No, they faked it. And it's incomplete. The blitz was very effective that time.
Yep, they brought the house, and it was all they could do to get the ball out of there.
Second and 10. Ball on the 24. Georgia Tech comes out with two tight ends. Ball tosses to the left side. He can scoot. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. I'm pretty sure they won't win it, but they haven't quit yet. Nice call, nice blocking, and an even better run.
Those guys up front must have been hitting those sleds pretty hard in practice. The only reason this kid was able to show his big playability was because the offensive linemen executed their assignments to perfection.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, North Carolina State 59, Georgia Tech 24. It looks like they're going to go for the onside kick. With the onside kick.
North Carolina State recovers the onside kick.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive.
First and 10.
Stone comes to the line with 3 wide. Stone gives it up the middle. Little shake and bake move. 4-yard gain by the back.
Run. Gain of 4 on the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. North Carolina State comes to the line with 3 wide. Wheeler brings him down for a loss. The quarterback draw not successful there.
Nope, and I'm going to tell you why. This defense was not fooled at all on that play.
Third and 8. Ball on the 43. The Wolfpack line up with 4 wideouts. Stone back to throw. Looks. Look out! And it falls incomplete. That brings up a punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
They line up to punt this one away.
Pearson back to punt. Gaston.
Pearson gets it off. Jones calls for the fair catch. And they'll down it at the 9-yard line. That last drive resulted in a touchdown, mainly because of the running game.
And with that success running the football, I'm looking for play action then right over the top for 6.
They're going to give the backup quarterback some playing time in this blowout. On the ground, up the middle. He jukes. Rump with a monster hit. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Flipping on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Still
Flipping is
first
the
down.
call, and now they'll have to find a way to make up those yards right here. First down and 15 to go. Ball on the 4-yard line. The Yellow Jackets line up with 3 wide. Back to pass. Steps up. He's going left. Finds the freshman. An 8-yard gain.
Makes the catch. Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 7. Ball on their own 12. Georgia Tech lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. He's looking. Steps up in the pocket. Someone got a hand on it. What concentration. The ball came free. Not much hope now. That fumble was not what they needed.
They're already losing big. Let's just hope they don't throw the towel in altogether.
They'll get the ball here at the 20. The Wolfpack line up in a goal line formation. He breaks free. Tackle. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. He drops back. End zone! And they couldn't hook up on that one. I'm not sure why they went to the air there.
Beats me, they need to run the clock.
North Carolina State will line up in a jumbo set here. Washington gets the call again, and it pays off. Touchdown. It's been one touchdown after another all game long.
And I'm going to tell you what, Kirk, this has been a dominating effort. And these guys came to play today, and they have played almost a perfect game.
Well, no question, Coach. Everything just fell into place out there, and nothing was going to stop these guys from getting the ball into the end zone many, many times.
And he tacks on the extra point. This drive summary is brought to you by Pontiac. North Carolina State lines up for the kickoff.
Grant back to return.
Kicks it off. Clark fields it in the end zone. So the offense comes out after their last drive, had the ball end up in the defense's hands by way of a fumble. They'll set up shop at the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Single set backfield. Up the middle. Presley brings him down for a loss. That's a loss of about 3.
On the play.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 19.
19-yard line.
They come out with a big set. Choice on the give. Good move. Brown with a takedown. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
2 on the play.
It's third down and 11 to go. Ball on the 21.
1-yard line.
Ace backfield. Back to pass. He steps up, looking. He's looking down the middle. Complete, and they make the stop. It's going to be 4th and inches after that long pickup on third down.
Boy, what a throw by the quarterback. Almost equally excellent catch by the receiver, but the defense topped them both by coming up with a stop.
The Yellow Jackets are lining up to punt it away. Punts the ball away.
Back to return.
Hicks takes it to 28. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 33.
First and 10.
They'll bring in their dime package. Makes a move. Broke away from one, and he's taken down. There's the final gun, and this game is history. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
I can't say enough about this performance. North Carolina State played an excellent game out there, dominating on both sides of the ball. They've got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
That concludes another game of NCAA Football 2006. Our final score, North Carolina State 66, Georgia Tech 24. For Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, and everyone at EA Sports, I'm Brad.